Before I give my remarks, I want to talk about somebody. I'll talk about Jerry. It's hard to believe how quickly these past 2 years have gone and how much we have accomplished. Simply put, we would not be where we are as a federation and as a community without Jerry's amazing leadership. It's hard to believe in this short time we have completed a new visionary strategic plan, which Jerry chaired. We've begun implementation of a new community investment model during Jerry's term. We've assisted Covenant Place in an amazing fundraising campaign and have made an impact with over 100 community partners. If all of these accomplishments weren't enough, we've unexpectedly been without a CEO for 6 months already, and the Federation has not missed a step because of Jerry's leadership. And as you heard, we are well along the way in raising the funds necessary to transform our Holocaust Museum. These are some big shoes to fill for me. I'm guessing at least 3 sizes larger than my size 8s. Jerry, we can't thank you enough, and know that this is by far not the end of your leadership, just a change in role. So on behalf of the board, the staff, and the entire Jewish community, thank you. You've done an amazing job. And if the script is right, I have a special token. Is it? I'm looking at Don. Okay. Special token of our appreciation. It's a little something for now. I think you should probably open it.
I think later.
Later? Okay, fine. So, it is truly a humbling experience to be standing here tonight as our Federation's next community board chair. I accept this position with tremendous humility and will put every effort forth to honor those who have come before me. After spending the last 2 years as Vice Chair of Community Impact, having served on our Federation's Strategic Planning Committee, as Vice Chair of Strategic Planning, a member of JFNA's National Young Leadership Cabinet, and a member of the 2015 Wexner Heritage Cohort, I believe I'm ready to take on this important role for our community. I'm excited to be co-chairing the search for our next CEO and know we will soon fill that position with a dynamic leader who will help us continue along the path we embarked upon over 2 years ago with the development of our strategic plan. We would not be where we are today as a community, as I mentioned, without the leadership of Jerry and all of our past board chairs, as well as the amazing work and dedication of our tremendously talented and devoted staff. They amaze me every day with what they are able to accomplish. Now, in a few short months, the secular calendar will turn to 2020, and I believe that is a symbolic number for our St. Louis Jewish Federation. As we move into 2020, we need to have a clear vision of the path forward, and as our optometrists would say, a 2020 vision. I tried. So Rabbi Lord Jonathan Sacks, the former chief rabbi of the United Hebrew Congregations of England, put forth 7 principles of Jewish leadership, which I intend to follow during my term as board chair. Principle 1, leadership begins with taking responsibility. We, leaders, need to own our commitments, lead by example, and serve our community to the extent of our ability. Principle 2, no one can lead alone. It is not just the volunteers, it is also the outstanding staff that will move us forward. Principle 3, leadership is about the future. If we only focus on the here and now and the issues of today, we will not be prepared for what is to come next. We must work on addressing the issues at hand. However, we must always be mindful of the events on the horizon that will shape our future work. And principle 4, leaders learn. I learned a long time ago you should always be able and willing to learn from others and adapt. As leaders, we must be willing to accept that we cannot know it all and that others can teach us and help guide our decisions. Leadership, principle 5, means believing in the people that you lead. No one can do it all. Giving people responsibility and the room for them to lead is crucial. This principle will help us ensure a strong pipeline of future Jewish leaders. Principle 6, leadership involves a sense of timing and pace. Okay, the 2020 joke was horribly timed. Rabbi Tarfon in Pirkei Avot, chapter 2 said, "It is not your responsibility to finish the work of perfecting the world, but you are not free to desist from it either. We cannot hope to do it all. However, what we do, we should do with an eye to success and the best outcomes possible." And principle 7, leadership is stressful and emotionally demanding, and we must acknowledge this and be mindful to make thoughtful decisions, not simply ones based on emotion or reactions. Processes must be followed and the best decisions made on each situation. As Albert Einstein said, anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. So as we employ these principles of Jewish leadership, I believe we need to maintain a clear focus on Jewish unity, to embrace, honor, and celebrate the incredible diversity within our Jewish community. There are so many amazing ways we as Jews live our lives. In a world where it is more common to think about what separates us, we must follow the words of the prophet Isaiah and be a light unto the nations. We must come together for our community and become an example of what is possible. As Rabbi Sachs said, Jewish unity is a cause that is not advanced by the advocacy of one point of view over another. It demands the difficult but not impossible exercise of thinking non-adjectively as a Jew, not as a member of this group or that, but as a member of an indivisible people. Now more than ever, we should use this wisdom as a guide for our work. As a result of the numerous leadership programs I have participated in, I've been fortunate to build relationships, close ones, with Jews of all backgrounds, something I cherish deeply. These relationships help me understand with clarity how others see things differently from me so that I can understand their perspective. And we may not always agree on everything, and that is okay. It is about our ability to listen and respect the views of each other, and through that, make the best decisions. So whether you have been involved in the community in the past or if this is your first Federation meeting, I invite you to be a part of our community because there is much work to do. And as I noted earlier, no one can do it all. Great things are happening here at the Federation and at our many community partners, and you can be a part of taking us to more inspiring outcomes. I would not have the time to take on this role without my amazing family. My daughters, Allison and Caitlin, are the light that inspires me every day, and my wife Julie's love, patience, and wisdom are beyond words. Their support is what keeps me going and inspires me to be the best father, husband, and leader I can be. I am truly the luckiest man in the world. Thank you again for everything you have done and for what you will do. It truly makes a difference, and for that, we are grateful. Tonight would not be possible without the dedication of our hardworking and fabulous team of staff. I hope, if you have the chance, you will thank them personally. In the end, I am here to serve our community and serve all of you. Please share your ideas, your thoughts, and yes, even your concerns, so that together we can create that light that I know will shine for decades to come. Ken Yehi Ratzon. So, if I'm reading this program properly, I think I have a really important job now. I hereby adjourn the 118th annual meeting. We hope you'll join us for some dessert in the lobby. Thank you.